Welcome to the Art Lady's home. Today I'm going to be grilling corn on the cob. And the first thing I do when I grill corn on the cob is I remove the outer husks. And I wash the corn and then I soak it in a large pot of water like you see here. And the minimum soak time is about a half an hour. What this does is it allows the corn to absorb all the moisture, and it allows these outer husks to rehydrate so that when we are grilling, this actually acts as the water that steams it. So it's important to soak it first. Once I've soaked the corn right here, this is one that's done, I just peel down these remaining husks that I have, and it's pretty nice and moist here. I just gently peel them down, and I remove the hairy inner section of the corn. This one's kind of sealed here. And I clean that up. You can even dip it in water again. So I'm pulling down. Of course, I'm having difficulty on the one that I pick. And then I just pull this hair right here. I know there's a technical name for it, but I'm being lazy today. Most of my stuff is lazy ways because I'm such a busy mom and I teach school full-time, so I do lots of things that are simple and easy. Anything that is effort, I will never do again. So I am the lazy cook. So this, peel down. You can, if you want to re-moisten the inside, to clean it, I just dipped it in my water. Try and get as much of this hair off as you can. And then what you do is you season it to taste. Now everybody has different preferences to their corn. And, you know, if you have kids at home, they're picky too. So you season it to taste for your children, season it to taste for yourself, and I always like to experiment. Now, good seasonings to put in, just as a suggestion, of course, salt, pepper if you like it, and then onion powder, garlic powder. I like using the powder part, then I'm not so, absorbed in sodium. I try and cook with as little sodium as I can. Dill is also lovely on this. So you just sprinkle on what you like for seasoning. And then wrap it back up like this. Even little ranch seasoning is fun for kids. Or if they don't like just the plain old salt, pepper. Now, I do not butter this at this stage. Sorry for the dogs. I've got two beasties. So do not butter it at this stage because the butter is going to leak out all over the grill. And this is pretty wet. My hands are pretty moist here. And so wrap it up. And then in your foil, now you've noticed I've shook my spices over this foil. That's fine because all of this is going to cook in and steam in and give flavor throughout. So I'm going to just wrap it tightly now in my foil. And I cut the foil, now I'm cheap, so I only cut it about 1 inch wider than the corn. You don't really need it any tighter than that. That's why I don't do the butter thing until after it comes out. Wrap it up tight on the end. And you're good to go. Now, this is minimal effort here. Yeah, sticking it in a pot's easier, but in the summer months here in Florida, this lemon dill is delicious. This summer months in Florida, I don't want to add steam to my house. My electric bill's high enough, and cooking a pot for 30 minutes on the stove, steaming it, is a bit much. So what I do is I take the corn like this, and then I put it on the grill, set it on low. Of course, you've cleaned your grill. You're ready for all your food. And I set it on low, and then I place it on the grill like this. Well, my bars are like that. So I place it on the grill, and then every 5 minutes or so, I do a quarter turn. So when it's grilling, I just kind of turn it, and then I turn it again, and then I turn it again, just so that it's evenly heating throughout. And in the end, what's beautiful is it actually goes through this and through the husks, and you end up with these beautiful little grill marks, and it is steamed to perfection, and your flavors are just all throughout the corn. And I will show you how I'm grilling in the end product as soon as it's done. The corn just came off the grill, and it was almost 20 minutes to the T on the low temperature setting. What I do is I put the corn, I arrange them so that the back of the grill is right near my hand and the corns butt up against the very back of the grill. And then I do several rows of the corn so it fills up the whole grill. Then every 5 minutes, I rotate just a hair, rotate, rotate, and rotate a quarter turn. And then every 5 minutes, I continue so the corn ends up coming up to the front of the grill. That way I know that it's gotten every area of the grill, of the corn. Then when it's done, I open it up like you see here. I hold it with a pot holder. I slice the end so that the husks can come off easily. And then you can serve it right from there. Slather it with butter, whatever you want, and you're good to go. You can see here when you open it up, it's beautiful and it's all done. Sometimes you end up with a little bit, if you're messed up with the rotations, but once you pull it, you just end up with a little bit of grill mark, not too much. Actually, the first one I did was absolutely perfect coming through. And amazing, amazing, juicy, tender flavor. I hope that you enjoy grilling your corn on the cob. And don't forget, compost those husks.